New York Red Bulls come here. Usually it's a high-scoring game. Do you expect a shootout this time?
I hope we score a lot of goals, and I hope they score very little.
What is it that lends itself to that type of game?
Um, I don't know. I mean, obviously we played them. We have only played them. We only play them once a year. So last year on the road, we won the game. There were some goals scored. Obviously, they scored first early, so then we had to chase it. We pulled a goal back right before halftime. And then the second half, the game opened up because of that. So I think goals change games, and look at the game 2 years ago, 2013, the 3-3 draw. Same thing. They scored early. It was 1-0. We pulled a goal back, 1-1, and then they scored again twice to go 3-1 going into half. So second half we had to push to chase the game, and we ended up pulling 2 goals back. So I think when you concede an early goal, or if you give up, or if you score an early goal, it changes the whole context of the game, and the opponent now or you have to push to chase the game. So I think that's probably why the last 2 games there have been multiple goals. I think the other side of it is, last year it was a different coach, different way of playing, but definitely similar. Wanting to attack, wanting to push, wanting to score goals. Mike Pecky wanted his team to be an attacking team. They played a 4-4-2. Jesse Marsh is playing a 4-2-3-1. But New York's a high-powered team. They've got talented players, and so I think Pecky and Jesse Marsh, they've recognized that, and they want to go and push games and score goals and get after it. And we're similar. We want to push games and score goals and be up the pitch. So I think that's another reason why it becomes that type of game. But funny enough, you look at Kansas City; they're similar as well, and yet our games versus them have been tight. And I think it's because that early goal hasn't come in our games versus Kansas City, whereas New York it has. We've given up the first goal, and we've had to chase the game, which meant the game kind of opened up. When you look at Kansas City 2 years ago on the road, same thing. They scored on us early, and now we have to chase the game, and it became, I think we won the game 3-2, the barn burner. That was on the road, but the other games have been tight because that first goal doesn't come. That's football.
You've got everybody pretty much available for
Yes.
the first time in a while. What does that do for you in terms of setting things up?
Well, I think it's good. We're fresh. We've had 10 days to prepare. It's been a long window. We've worked very hard to maintain our fitness and our sharpness, but I think we're going to go into the game. Not I think. I know we're going to go into the game very fresh, and energized. New York played a game midweek. They got to travel out here. They'll be fine. They'll get turned around, no problem. Their guys have been used to playing. They haven't rotated their lineup much, so who knows? They might rotate a few spots. Obviously, they got Connor Lade and Dax Picardi out because of suspensions. I'm sure you guys knew that. If you didn't, I just told you. So I know you're on top of all that stuff. But those guys are out, so now they got decision in the center of the park at right back. But other than that, they haven't rotated their lineup much. So will they go again with the same guys they've gone with after playing Wednesday, and then they turn around and play Orlando at home on Friday? We don't know. We're going to prepare for the top guys. But either way, they'll be ready. They're fit, and they're a very good team.
How big a role does Darlington Nagbe play in unlocking the offense, and how important is it then, if he is vital, to have a good start in this one?
Darlington? Darlington always has a good start. He always plays well. So there's no doubt about it. He's going to play well. I bet my house on it because he plays well every game. Playing well isn't always scoring, but he was always good. He gets on the ball. He creates problems. He's a good possession player. He draws defenders. And obviously a part of his job is scoring, and I'm hopeful and confident that he'll get some chances, and in the last 6 games we do need him to find a few goals.
That's it.
Great. Thanks, Molly.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.